All right now. Hey, what's up, good people? Excuse me. Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to another Talking and Grubbing live stream. Y'all excuse me. Now, I know I was supposed to start this live stream a little bit earlier, but I had some technical difficulties, with my internet TV. Also had some technical difficulties with my computer, so I apologize to y'all for the inconvenience. But I'm here and I'm ready to live stream for the Monday Night Football game between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. I think this is going to be a good matchup. The 49ers, they come in at 3-0. They're coming off of a bye week. The Browns come in at 2-2. A game behind the Baltimore Ravens. Well, a game behind the Ravens in the AFC North. So they want to win tonight to get back on top of the AFC North. You got two dynamic young QBs in Baker Mayfield and Jimmy Garoppolo. You got Kyle Shanahan, the ex-Browns offensive coordinator, as the head coach in his third year. Road Dog, what's up, man? How you doing? Thanks for joining me. Also, if this is your first time coming here on Talking and Grubbing, don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel now. That way, and click on the bell icon. That way you won't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me. I'm going to be live streaming some more games within the coming weeks. Also, if you want, you can donate to the channel via Cash App or PayPal. It's up there. It's right. It is the first thing you see when you come into the chat. Road Dog, who do I got? I got the Browns. Who you got? Yes, this is going to be a great matchup. This is going to be one of the most exciting Monday Night Football games of this season. Well, this young season, excuse me. I know we in week 5, but the season's still a little bit young. Got to share it to everybody on social media that I'm here live streaming for the game. Both teams really want to prove themselves because both teams have had a rough last few years. The 49ers, they've only won 17 games within the last 4 years. The Browns have only won 11. As y'all know, the Browns went 0-16 2 seasons ago. So both teams want to prove themselves to be for real to not just the NFL but to the sports world. Okay, Road Dog, you a Saints fan. All right now. Your Saints been looking good without Drew Brees. I got to give it to Teddy Bridgewater. It seemed like Teddy Bridgewater reset the clock and he's doing his thing. So I got to give mad credit to Teddy Bridgewater for stepping up while Drew Brees has been out. Definitely got to give him a lot of credit. Yeah, Teddy balled out against Tampa Bay yesterday with those 4 touchdowns. Highlights, the game didn't come on here in Cleveland. So I just ended up seeing the highlights on, excuse me, on, Sunday Night Football or Fox NFL during the Cowboys and Packers game. I can't wait for this game to kick off. Man, it's going to be exciting. I've been waiting for this game all week. 49er fans, they've been talking that crap on social media, coming on Browns live streams, trolling, talking that mess. Okay, now Baker Mayfield's on with Keyshawn Johnson. You know, you can join the chat. Also, I'm gonna have a live call-in show after the game. So if you want to call in and give me your thoughts on the game, you can definitely do that. Excuse me. You can definitely do that. I would love to hear from you. You know, if you don't mind having your voice here on this live stream with me, hey, please call in. Also, both teams are undefeated at home and on the road. The 49ers, they're undefeated at home. The Browns, they're undefeated on the road. The Niners are 2-2. I mean 2-0 at home. The Cleveland Browns are 2-0 on the road. So that's going to be interesting to see which streak continues tonight. Just letting everybody know on social media that I'm live streaming right now. Well, Road Dog, I'm glad you asked that question. I'm grubbing here on this popcorn, this Jiffy Pop white popcorn that I made with some Overredenbacher butter topping. I felt since this game was going to be very entertaining, I might as well grab some popcorn. Ain't nothing like homemade popcorn. Now, I do like microwave popcorn, but homemade is a lot better. You can make it however you want. Okay. Road Dog, you said heck yeah. Now, for me, the keys to victory for both teams, starting with the 49ers. Now, excuse me, y'all, Kyle Shanahan, he loves to run the ball, especially on first down, so he can set up the play action pass. So they definitely want to be aggressive with that early and often. Also, you know, the 49ers, they got a hell of a front seven that's led by cats like Nick Bosa and D Ford. So that front seven is definitely going to want to pressure Baker. They're going to be in his face all night. Also, they definitely going to want to test that Browns offensive line. That's been up and I mean, people say it's like garbage, but it's not. It's been up and down, but it's not garbage. I've seen some offensive lines that are worse than the Browns, but they're definitely going to want to test that offensive line. Now, the key for the Browns, excuse me, they have to be aggressive from the jump. They want to get Nick Chubb going very early in the game. And also, as soon as they get the run going, they cannot defer from it no matter what. They can't defer from the run. They have to stick with the run. Yes, the 49ers, they're very good at stopping the run. They're top 10 in rush defense. Also, they're top 10 in pass defense. But but Freddie Kitchens and the Browns coaching staff have to stick with the run. Also, you know, you gotta limit Baker on. You can't have Baker throwing for elite, attempting over 25 pass attempts. Because if he's doing that, then the run game ain't working. So gotta limit his pass returns. Also, OBJ has to get involved. Last week he was shut down by Marlon Humphrey of the Ravens because they were so focused on him going off that Jarvis Landry went off for 167 yards. So, but I definitely think Baker could definitely have some opportunities against this depleted 49ers secondary. Richard Sherman, he's a veteran corner. He's a pretty good corner, but he's not as fast as he used to be. So I definitely look for Baker to try to test him out. A little thirsty, y'all. Get some of this juice. Road dog, yes, the Browns do. They definitely have some weapons in OBJ, Landry, and Chubb. Also, for the Browns defense, they definitely gonna want to get pressure on Jimmy G. Yes, he's 9-2 as a starter for the 49ers, but this season he's throwing for 5 interceptions. So he's right up there with Baker with 6. So they definitely gonna want to get pressure in his face to get sacks on him, or just to make it difficult for him and force him into some mistakes. Excuse me. This Browns team definitely has a good front seven that's led by Myles Garrett, who's second in the NFL in sacks. Also, the veteran Sheldon Richardson, Olivier Vernon, even though he hasn't been stuffing the stat sheet, but he's definitely making his presence felt on that defensive line. But also, you got a nice young rookie in Mack Wilson from Alabama, who's been pretty solid and stepping up for Christian Kirksey, who went on the IR earlier this week, and he's done for the season due to a chest injury. So I definitely want to see how Wilson does against George Kittle, who I think is one of the most underrated tight ends in the NFL. In my opinion, I think whoever wins the turnover battle here tonight will win the game, or it will be a factor in them winning the game. But it begs the question, are they for real? You look at the roster, it has number one receiver. You look at the defensive lines are good. Can they hit this America? I think they can, because they have an identity. On offense, they're going to run the football. They've averaged over 41 the last game. That offensive line comes off the ball, and it sets up their play action with their young quarterback. All right. Those of you coming in the live stream, tell me who you got tonight for this game on Monday Night Football. And tell me why you think that the team is going to win. I definitely hope the Browns run 12 personnel. Excuse me, run the 12 personnel team tonight. Popcorn is good. Yep. Well, OBJ have a big game tonight here on Monday Night Football. Had to get some more juice. OBJ definitely impacted the game against the Ravens. Although it didn't show up on the stat sheet, but just him being a threat, made him a big factor. Okay, got Richard Sherman mic'd up for the game tonight. Yep, I'm so excited for this Monday Night Football kickoff in the Bay coming up. Between the Browns and the 49ers. Also, historically, most teams don't do well coming off of a bye. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers coaching staff had over a week to prepare, 2 weeks to prepare for the Browns, but, it doesn't beat game rhythm. Sometimes you can catch a team that, that's already played, that's still in a rhythm. So that's going to be another question tonight. Russ, versus rhythm. Hey, Road Dog, you said the Browns are going to win. Why do you think they're going to win? Sorry about that. To get some more napkins. Okay, you feel the Browns are going to win because all the threats they have and the 49ers can't match up. I mean, 49ers, they got a hell of a defense, though. Definitely respect their front seven, but that secondary is real suspect to me. Very suspect. So the Browns O-line is definitely going to have to hold up against that D-line and that front seven. So another factor is going to be that Baker released the ball quickly. Okay, they're talking to Myles Garrett now. who I definitely think could be a defensive player of the year candidate this year. Didn't you see an ESPN body issue cover though? Road Dog, I'm a Brown fan. Born and raised. It's been passed down to me. And Garrett definitely has to keep a cool head in this game. He cannot get any penalty. He cannot get penalties. But he's been doing good. But he's definitely kept a more level head these last couple of games. Also, excuse me, for the Browns, the inactives are Denzel Ward, Greedy Williams. They're missing their third straight game. Morgan Burnett, Rashard Higgins. For the 49ers, veteran left tackle offensive lineman, Joe Staley. He's out for this game tonight. Had to unplug my phone because it's done charging. So that's definitely gonna be interesting to see, Myles Garrett being matched up on the second string offensive lineman. Can he take advantage of that matchup and get to Jimmy G or at least pressure him? Definitely gonna see. All right, I see people joining the live stream. Come on, let me hear your comments in the chat. What do you think about this game tonight? Also, let me give you the post game number. This is the number for the post game call-in show. Right after the game, you can call that number, and we could definitely talk about the game, and you can give me your thoughts on the game. Another downside with Monday Night Football, all these commercials. Same thing with Sunday Night Football. Intelligent Psycho, what's up, man? How you doing? Said Ryan Clark ranked Myles Garrett as top five as one of the top 5 defensive players in the NFL. It's true. Myles Garrett is one of the top 5 defensive players in the NFL. I mean, he's second in the league in sacks. He definitely is a quarterback's worst nightmare. So, I can't blame. So I definitely can't blame Ryan Clark for coming up with that. For ranking him that high. But Intelligent Psycho, what's your take on the game tonight? Who you got? That's kind of cool for Verizon to do that. Use that to buy one ticket and get another one free. That's real cool. Yes, yes, yes. We're about under 5 minutes away from kickoff here on Monday Night Football with the Browns and 49ers. Got two hungry young teams. Got two upcoming young head coaches, young offensive minds. So this is gonna be a fun game to watch. Yes, yes, yes. Kay, you tell this cycle, you say the Browns by a touchdown. You think the 49ers are going to estimate how good the Browns are at all cylinders on offense and defense? I hope the 49ers do underestimate the Browns because, you know, a lot of their fans have definitely underestimated the Browns all week. I saw, I saw a couple of 49er YouTube pages and they were definitely trying to play the Browns like they were some scrubs. Definitely. They were definitely trying to play the Browns like they were some scrubs. Oh, heck no. They going back to the old school Monday Night Football theme song with Hank Williams with his racist self. I cannot believe they going back to the old school Monday Night Football theme song. They used to be on ABC back in the day. And I know the Browns fans are definitely going to represent hard in the Bay because Browns fans are all over the world. Okay, they got Jerry Rice in the building tonight. And got Jim Brown in the building. Okay, got two goats in the building. Okay, the Browns get the ball to start this game. Let's see what they can do on offense against this vaunted 49er defense. So Baker Mayfield and the Browns are gonna get their first crack on offense of the night. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. Wow. They ran a trick play and BJ threw to his boy Jarvis Landry for the first down. That was some good trickeration right there. All right. So the Browns moved the chains. K. Baker throws an incomplete pass to OBJ. OBJ misread the route. Second down and 10. I say they need to get a run here, at least get Chubb involved here. Okay, they threw flags on the play. Looks like it's a false start. Okay, it was a false start on 86. Gotta stay out. Gotta stay. Gotta limit the penalties, especially on offense, because that definitely can mess with momentum. So now 2nd and 15. Okay, Nick Bosa stuffs Nick Chubb, and Chubb probably gets a yard or two. So now it's a big. So now it's a third. Now it's third down. Third and 13. Wow, he throws it to Ricky Seals Jones. Okay, Browns get a first down. Wow, Baker made some out of nothing. Kyle Shanahan threw out the challenge flag. Did Seals get that second foot in? Will it stand or will it be fourth down and the Browns will have to punt? That was a pretty good job by Baker getting out of the pocket and making something out of nothing. But now let's see if it'll pay off or it will be all for naught. It might be for naught because it looks like that second foot is not down. Seals tried to, try to keep his balance with that second foot, but his looked like his momentum may have carried him out of bounds. We'll see. Let me go get some more popcorn. As we thought would be the case, they ruled it incomplete. I mentioned the Tokyo Okay, they ruled it incomplete. So the Browns will have to punt. Heck of a play by Baker, but Ricky Seals Jones couldn't haul it in. Just couldn't haul it in. Man, I wish that touch. Man, I wish Seals would have gotten that ball. Okay, now the 49ers get their first crack on offense tonight. Man, I wish Ricky Seals Jones would have held on to that. Well, could have gotten that second foot in. Oh man, that was a heck of a man. That was a heck of a play by Baker. If he only would have gotten that second foot in. Wow, Matt Breida is gone all the way to the house for the touchdown. 83 yards. And the Niners strike fast and they lead 7-0. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. Oh, but got 3 more quarters to play. So let's see what happens now that the Browns get the ball back on offense. Can they respond? Richard Sherman with the interception. Yeah, that was a hell. Yeah, that was hell of a pressure. That was hell of pressure by Nick Bosa. Yeah, but I think the Browns should have set up the run on that drive. Well, starting that second drive, excuse me. Yeah, Baker was trying to get into double coverage. That was a big mistake on his part. I can't stand on these dang commercials. So now the 49ers get their second crack on offense.
Just does a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes. He may not be the fastest quarterback in the league, but they're playing this 3-3 red. He's reading the quarterback's eyes.
Niners with good field position. And Jimmy G throws an incomplete pass to Kyle Juszczyk. Second down.
Shanahan trying to talk things over, and they will use a timeout.
Okay, Kyle Shanahan calls a timeout.
It's very loaded. I think when you look at Seattle and how Russell Wilson is playing, he's an MVP candidate. I think you have to favor Seattle. And then we look at the North, everything that's going on, the Steelers on their third quarterback, the Ravens, and we figured out Lamar Jackson or not. So this is a huge game for the Browns tonight. The Browns went to Baltimore, got the big win. We'll have home later in the season.
Okay, second 10 for the 49ers. Okay, Sheldon Richardson wrestles down Mac Breeders, third down. Okay, third and 9. Wow. Terrence Mitchell almost forced the turnover with the fumble on Deebo Samuel, but just couldn't haul it in. But the pass is incomplete. So the interception does no damage. And the Browns defense does its job. So the Browns get another crack at it on offense.
I want my guys on defense to have vision, especially when you have a corner like Richard Sherman. Baker Mayfield has 21 interceptions last year. Any quarterback.
he feeds the Chubb, and he gets a few yards. So second down and 7. Yeah, Chubb is real quiet. Baker overthrew OBJ. Yeah, Baker should have threw the ball a little lower. If he threw it a little bit lower, OBJ could have jumped up and caught that ball. So it's third down and 7. And Baker has to calm down here. And K'Wan Williams gets the sack on Baker. Yeah, they are, bro, dog. The 49ers defense is good. Good job by Gillum driving it all the way back near the 24-yard line. Can the Browns defense hold serve once again, or maybe create a turnover? We will see when we come back. Well, on that last drive, Baker held on. Well, on the third down, Baker held on to the ball too long, waiting for something to develop. He needs to get the ball out quicker. Seems like to me he's a little antsy, little anxious. He needs to calm down. Calm down, let the game come to him. Don't force it. You don't have to press. Just let the game come to you. Okay, so we're about to see what's going to happen here on this next offense possession for the 49ers. About to go get some water.
ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by Red Truck. Built to serve. This is September of 93 on Monday Night Football. And the Browns defeating the 49ers.
Good water. Okay, they feed the Mulford, on first down. He gets about 5 or 6. So 2nd and 4. Okay, George Kittle with the reverse for a big first down for 17 yards. Okay, throws the use check, excuse me, and the use check gets about 8 yards. Wow. They get Darrell Lawrence for a face mask.
Lawrence grabs it, and again, all year long, the penalties have been an issue for the Cleveland Browns. We've had 18 early in the season against Tennessee. The penalties went down, but again, 15-yard penalty. Brady Kitchens has talked to his team. He says, I'm not coaching them to do it, but they got to learn not to. They're actually 10.3 penalties per game. That is second highest in the NFL.
Right, definitely can't have those penalties. Those are killers. Okay, Garoppolo throws a small pass to Breida. Breida only gets a couple of yards. Well, gets a few yards, excuse me. Can they do a reverse to Goodwin for a first and goal?
Good job offsetting what the Browns defense actually do some of his runs and reverses and things like that.
Wow. Garoppolo throws an incomplete pass to Kittle. Yep, good job by Demarius Randall for knocking the ball down out of Kittle's hands at the point of attack. Okay, Tevin Coleman gets a few yards on a run. It's 3rd and goal. Excuse me. Breida with another touchdown. This time a receiving touchdown. The 49ers lead 13-0. Right. And Mac Wilson should have stayed inside, but that was a rookie mistake. Yeah, the Delroy Lawrence penalty was very big on the face mask that set up the touchdown for the 49ers. Well, that touchdown, continued the drive for the 49ers. So Breida with another touchdown, this time receiving. So now it's 14-0 49ers. All these commercials. Always trying to sell something. So now the Browns on offense, they have to a little bit quicker. Also, Baker has to get the ball out very quickly. He cannot settle, hold on to the ball too long against this 49er defense. And also get Chubb involved a little bit more in the run game. Come on, commercials. Put it on mute. I do not like commercials. Well, constant commercials, excuse me. Okay, now they're gonna kick it back to the Browns. Okay, a little past the 20. So now let's see what happens on offense for the Browns. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, Chubb gets about 4 or 5 yards on first down. Second and 6. Okay, Chubb gets a nice run for a first down. That's a smart. Okay, that's a smart setup. Getting Chubb involved here on this possession. Okay, Baker does a pitch to OBJ. Then he gets a few yards. Okay, so second and 8. Second and 6. Okay. Okay, a small 3-yard run by Chubb. So now it's third and 3. '49ers recover the fumble by Nick Bosa. Baker held on to the ball too long. Either throw the ball or run it yourself. He could have ran it himself. Even if you just run it yourself and you don't get the first down, at least you're not turning it over. That was a hell of a play by Bosa. He should have fed Chubb on that play. Maybe he does. Maybe he gets the first down. Maybe he doesn't. Okay, flag comes in. Looks like it's going to be on the 49ers. It looks like it's going to be on the 49ers, but you don't know. Yeah, they got the 49ers on a hold. So 2nd and 17 for the 49ers. Okay, Mac Wilson drills. Looks like he drilled George Kittle.
Really good athlete, came out of school early, had to learn on the ropes. Joe Sherman said, sometimes, guess what? I have to talk to him and tell him, hey, here's where you line up.
Okay, it's 3rd and 20 for the 49ers. Okay, Kittle with the catch, but Demarius Randall knocks him down. So they get a field goal. Yeah, I agree, Road Dog. But a lot of it's on Baker. Wow, it's no good. Wow. So the Browns catch a break. But Road Dog, back to what you're saying, Baker is holding on to the ball too long. That fumble should not have happened. No, I wouldn't say Baker ain't no good. You being a prisoner of the moment here. You can say he ain't no good right now, but you being prisoner of the moment. But on the flip, but yeah, that 3rd and 3, either he should have gave that to Chubb or he could have ran it himself for 4 yards. If he doesn't, if he does get it, hey, if he doesn't get it, so be it. Okay, Chubb gets a few yards, gets about 3 or 4. That's easier said than done, Road Dog. Road Dog. That's easier said than done because the secondary is definitely playing both of them single coverage. Okay, Baker with a big throw to Jarvis Landry for a first down. T. Congress, my brother, I definitely agree. He's holding on to the ball too long. Definitely needs to make quicker decisions with the ball. I agree. Yeah, but Road Dog, man, it's easier said than done to just that he should throw to Landry and Beckham more and OBJ more. Because the secondary is definitely doubling OBJ or they shading to wherever he is. So he definitely has to set up the run first in order to set up the pass. It can't be set up the pass, then set up the run. Well, do the pass first and then set up the run. And actually, going to the run first was, and on that possession where the fumble happened, they were going to Chubb, and it was setting up and it was setting up setting everything up. You said Road Dog. You said luckily Browns got Chubb. So okay now. So now can the Browns get a drive? Can keep the drive going coming into the second quarter? The Browns definitely had to take advantage of the break they got on the missed field goal by Robbie Gould, who's a pretty good veteran kicker. So definitely got to take advantage of that break. Nope, don't hope. Okay, start the second quarter. As the Browns are driving. Okay, he throws to Demetrius Harris and looks like he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No, he loses a yard. Second 11. Those are the situations you want to stay away from. Okay, Nick Chubb gets 4 yards, so it's 3rd and 7. Live stream keeps jumping. It's 3rd and 5, my mistake. Okay, Baker throws it to Landry and for a big first down at the 20-yard line or 21-yard line. Okay, that was a good job by Baker Mayfield putting Jarvis in position to catch the ball. And the drive continues. All right, that's a nice reverse. All right, that's a nice reverse to OBJ. Now it's 1st and goal for 11 yards. Now can the Browns punch it here in the end zone? Wow. Chubb couldn't get to the outside. Okay, the Browns call timeout.
nearly 65% completion percentage in the red zone a year ago. He had 20 touchdowns. Remember, he set the rookie passing touchdown record. Didn't have an interception in the red zone last year. And then this year, his completion percentage is 25% in the red zone. Has thrown an interception, only has 3 touchdowns in the red zone. 25% completions in the red zone. Well, they're trying to help him. What happens in the red zone, the field is not only does the defense have 11 defenders, but you have the back of the end zone. So it's almost like a 12th defender. The windows are tighter. Baker has to make sure that he anticipates the throws. He hasn't done a good job of that so far this season. Let's see on this pick down here. He can do that. Ready kitchen, dial up something because the Browns need a score. Second and goal. They got pushed back to the 12-yard line.
Second and goal from the 12. Wow. Baker had a good throw, had a nice throw, but it was batted down. Had Ricky Seals-Jones. Nice throw, but it was batted down by the 49ers defender. Wow, he overthrew Callaway, so now the Browns have to settle for a field goal. Okay, so now the rookies, Austin Seibert is on to try the field goal. Okay, Seibert knocks it through. And the Browns get on the board. It's 14-3. On the red zone, Baker had a couple good throws. One was overthrown, the other was batted down. Ricky Seals-Jones has to definitely hold on to that ball. Definitely has to hold on to that ball. When you're catching a touchdown or any pass, the main key is to not expose the ball. What happened on that pass that got batted down, Seals-Jones exposed the ball. Now, if he would have held it in tighter, he could have hauled it in for the touchdown. But that was a good throw by Baker. Ricky Seals-Jones just couldn't haul it in. But it could be a lot worse. The Browns could be down 21-0. They're lucky to be down 14-3. Excuse me. Very fortunate. Okay, who drinks gasoline? But it was still a pretty nice drive. They set up Chubb. They established him pretty well. Also, I like some of the trick plays, especially that reverse to OBJ. So they did mix it up a little bit on that drive. But if only Ricky Seals-Jones could have hauled in that touchdown pass instead of having the ball exposed, it'd be a different story. And Baker overthrew on 3rd and goal. So now let's see if the Browns defense can get another stop.
play really physical against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to have to start to adjust the teams being physical.
Okay, the Browns kick the ball off.
ACL tear, 69, one touchdown pass to Breida. Didn't have to do much. I mean, with the way the 49ers are running the football, he got 127 yards rushing. So I think it's paramount right now for the Cleveland Browns defense. Issue number one, stop the run. And then you can force GBG in the corner football, and maybe you can get some turnovers. But the one thing is
I agree with Booger.
Correct.
Got to stop the run. Okay, that was nice pressure by the Browns to force that incompletion. Oh my, that was my mistake on the Browns preview. He's in his 6th year. I accidentally said 5th year. Because Garoppolo was backing up Tom Brady. Of course, he's not going to have that many starts. Well, Tevin Coleman with a big run for 16 yards.
Shifts back in the wrong on first down. And we'll get the short pitch. And he was jumped down. And right away,
Okay, Coleman gets the short pitch for only a couple of yards. That's interesting. Uchis is from Lima. Not from Lima, but he is from Ohio. Now that's interesting. Learn something new every day. 2nd and 7 for the 49ers. And Joe Schober with the tackle. Okay, it's 3rd and 3 for the 49ers. Excuse me. And Myles Garrett gets the sack on Jimmy G. That was a big stop by the Browns. That was a good job by the Browns defense of getting that stop. And Myles Garrett came from underneath to get the sack on Jimmy G. Big stop by the Browns. Wow. Browns almost got another break. But now the Browns are back on offense. Can they get another score to cut into this lead? That was definitely a big stop by the Browns defense. They got pressure on Jimmy G a few times. Yeah, they gave up a big run to Tevin Coleman for 16 yards, but They regrouped and stopped those runs, and then Myles Garrett came in and ended and tipped it up, well, capped it off, excuse me, with a huge sack on Garoppolo. That's one of the main. This is the only reason why the Browns is in the game, despite the fact that that they've given up 127 rushing yards so far in this first half. It's amazing that they're still in this game because they could be down by a lot more. So now, can Baker and the Browns offense get another score to cut into the lead? We're going to see. Hey, Road Dog, you say 49ers are for real. Man, all these doggone commercials. Please stop with all these commercials, ESPN. Always trying to sell something. Get on my nerves. Okay, now we're back to the game. Okay, the Browns start at the 22-yard line or 21. Okay, flag is down. Let's see what's going on. Okay, they got the 49ers for offsides. So the Browns get a first down on an 18-yard reception. And that's on Armstead. Okay, another pass to Jarvis Landry. Okay, Chubb gets a yard or two on first down. Road Dog. Yeah, you could say that, Road Dog, but sometimes some teams start up. Sometimes it could take teams for a minute to get into a rhythm. You gotta also look. The Browns had to travel. Also, they're in a different time zone, so it takes a minute for teams who travel on either coast to adjust to the time zones most of the time. Okay, Browns have to use a timeout because the play clock was running down. Now, Road Dog, you yeah, he did stare down Ricky Seals Jones on that previous play. Uh-oh, Nick Chubb rips off a big run. For 37 yards. Okay. Okay, cooking with some grease now. That was a good deception move by the Browns offense. Okay, a good screen pass to Chubb by Baker Mayfield. Now it's 1st and goal. Road dog, exactly. It's still daylight there. It's what? Okay, I'm here in Cleveland. It's about going on 9:30 in the evening. It's 6:30 out there. That's a 3-hour difference, man. Hey, now can the Browns punch it into the end zone on this good drive that they've had so far? Okay, flag comes in. And they get the Browns on a false start. Doggone Jerome Bolger. I can't stand him. He's one of the worst refs in the NFL. How does he still have a job? But that's another discussion for another time. Okay, Baker throws a pitch to OBJ for a few yards. And it's 2nd and goal. Okay, nice block by Greg Robinson. Okay, 2nd and goal. Okay, they feed it to Chubb, but he can't do much with the ball or do much on the run. Okay, it's a big 3rd down here in this game. Wow, intercepted at the end zone. Wow. Wow. Now that one was on Antonio Callaway. That wasn't on Baker. He threw it right to him where he could get it. Callaway just didn't pay attention to the ball. That was on Callaway right there. Because Baker definitely threaded the needle to where he could catch it, but Callaway wasn't paying attention.
Experience boosted my credit score by 12 points instantly, which is insane to me.
Boost your credit scores instantly with Experian Boost and see what.
Yep, waste a golden opportunity thanks to Antonio Callaway.
In the face of the top spots, there's only one winner, the Genesis G7. Lease a Genesis G7 for $30,000 a month for 36 months. Visit your local Genesis retailer. Welcome to Zombieland.
I can't wait till Zombieland 2 come out.
For Tono Callaway, a 4-game suspension for violating the substance abuse policy. Now he's back tonight. He bobbled that ball down to goal.
Yeah, that was on Callaway right there. He bobbled the ball. That was a solid throw by Baker, but Callaway doesn't haul it in. Okay, Kittle turns the corner for a first down. Yeah, that was a good throw by Baker. So that one wasn't Baker's fault. Okay, Breeder gets a yard or two, but Olivier Vernon wraps him up.
Maybe a communication issue there. Switch helmets, we will be on top of that. Read.com. With Kyle Shanahan.
Second down and 9.
As Breida going to come back against the grain.
Okay, Breida cuts back for about 4 or 5 yards.
It's just fun to watch the 49ers, how they run the football. Somewhere Alex Gibbs has got to be in his heart out. The phone scheme, how they run it.
3rd and 5. 35 for the 49ers. Okay, the Browns get the stop on 3rd and 5, so they hold them to a field goal. Well, 4th and short, or the 49ers are going to go for it.
He's going to back this up here.
Okay. Okay, they let the play clock run out, and San Fran calls a timeout. It's about to be at the 2-minute warning. So are they trying to me, it looks like they were hoping that the Browns would get offside so they can get the first down. But since that didn't happen, that's when they called the timeout. That's just my take. Y'all can agree or disagree. And coming up on a 2-minute warning here. Yeah, I agree, Road Dog. The interception did hurt. But Road Dog, the interception was not on Baker. That was on Callaway. Baker threw it, put the throw in a position to where only Callaway could get it, but Callaway bobbled it. So Callaway messed up a pretty good drive. Road Dog, do you agree or disagree with me on that? Man, all these commercials. It's the only thing I can't stand about these primetime games, these dang on commercials. I wish they limit the commercials. I understand it pays the bills, but still. Sweating under these lights. Please get back to the game. I cannot stand all these commercials. Okay, see people here joining the live stream. What's your thoughts on the game so far? Wow, touchdown, Tevin Coleman. So the 49ers cash in on the interception is 21-3. Well, it's 20-3, excuse me.
They do a really good job. Athletic offensive line. You have to be 340, 350. The athletic, improve his space. You can play for the 49ers. Tevin Coleman's first touchdown run as a 49er. Matthew Speed and explosive. He just next year all of a sudden goes up to my career. We want to know if the 49ers are for real. I tell you what, this running game is. You take with the block, bring it down the sideline, and you do a little reverse, Debo, got one outside, then it's responsive, then a little zone read, Tevin Coleman, again 44, you check. How they run, now you correlate Thomason, number 58, Western Pittsburgh. It is a master plan tonight. Kyle Shanahan and his offensive line, how they run the football. 185 yards. They are physically dominating the Cleveland Browns at the point of attack.
Just look at their last numbers there. When you average 13 points through first, you're going to win football games. That was a brutal turnover for Cleveland down at the goal line prior to that.
That was a brutal turnover.
Give a shout out to the offensive line coach. Kyle gives it love because he's a play caller. John Pitt coaches this offensive line, and he is doing a heck of a job.
There's Hilliard, another return for Cleveland.
Okay, nice return by Dontrell Hilliard, but there's a flag. It's either a hold or a legal block in the back. Yep, they got the Browns. They called the Browns on holding. And Baker's pass is batted in the air. Wow, Baker sacked again by Nick Bosa. Well, no, Bosa and D Ford, excuse me.
Armstead, he's long, he can run. I just like the retrace. Watch here. Now, you have a screenplay going. He is chasing down the screenplay. A defensive line. Get off.
Okay, Baker threw a screen pass, nothing much. You basically just trying to get out your own end zone on that play. That was a hell of a return by the 49ers.
Offense, defensive line, special teams getting into it. Quite a performance coming off the bye week here.
Now 44 seconds remains here. Overall, no timeouts. As he brings Bill in, and now he circles around to the left. So Robinson, yeah, pressure himself, and he is wrestled down.
Okay, Garoppolo sacked by Chad Thomas. Okay, Breida gets out of bounds for about 8.
Now, with 22 seconds left, you have to just to the sideline. You can throw over the whole field. There's enough time to get up and clock it. Third down at 6. Then brings 5 seconds in the air. And that ball is incomplete.
Wow.
Matt Wilson got up to get after it, but they were unable to come up with the interception. Oh, the big fella. Come on, big fella. Catch it. Oh, the big fella. He's got gloves on his balls. There's no chance he's going to catch that. Deborah Lawrence came up with his first interception ever.
Wow. Almost had a pick, just couldn't come down with it. No good. Wow. Wow. Second missed field goal by the 49ers in this half. Wow. Unbelievable. Wow. He missed it wide left. Wow. How do you miss a field goal wide on both sides? He missed the first one wide right. Now he misses wide left. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. I never seen that before. Bosa with another sack. Playing the Oklahoma flag in the middle of the Ohio State O at the horseshoe. Well, there's a late flag. And they get Baker for intentional grounding. Okay. The 49ers lead 21-3 at halftime. And they have dominated this half on both sides of the ball, especially in the run game. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Tevin Coleman with a 19-yard touchdown, and Bosa has 4 sacks. And Richard Sherman has an interception. Now, and Baker has turned it over 3 times. 2 turnovers were his fault. The last one wasn't his fault. At the goal line, he threw a nice ball to Antonio Callaway, but Antonio Callaway bobbled it, and it ended up getting picked off. So that's the summary of the first half. So second half adjustments, 49ers, they definitely have to keep the pressure on. For the Browns, they have to be quicker on offense. Now, they also get Nick Chubb involved a little bit more. They haven't gone away from him, but I don't think he's been involved enough either. Excuse me. About to go get some water. Oh, excuse me. A little thirsty there. Yep, the Browns definitely had to come with a totally different game plan in the second half. Also, the offensive line has to keep Baker clean. Definitely got to have a clean pocket for him to work with. Otherwise, he's going to keep on getting sacked and hit for the rest of this game. Yep. So the key's been this first half has been penalties and turnovers. That's the big difference in this game as well. And the 49ers have executed one hell of a game plan. Yep. Now, I do give the Browns some credit for getting OBJ involved in the offense more creatively. He had a big throw. He had a big throw to Landry. Also, they ran the reverse at the goal line. I mean, well, near the red zone, excuse me. So they're making a conscious effort to get OBJ involved in the offense a little bit more. But they're going to have to make Chubb more of a factor in this game in the second half. All right, Raw Dog. Yes, they better turn it up in the second half. All right. Del, we hope to see you back now for the second half, Raw Dog. Road Dog. I'm sorry. I keep on calling you Raw Dog. I meant Road Dog. I'm sorry. I apologize for messing up your name. All right. Had to get some more popcorn. The grub on. Little Colonel. I do not like Colonel. Okay, starting the second half. '49ers will receive the ball. Excuse me. So in the second half, the Browns defense has to shut down the run game. Definitely is going to have to shut down the run if they want to get back in this game. And also, they're going to have to force some turnovers. And like I said, offensively, the Browns will have to be quite quicker and faster in their offense. And also establish Nick Chubb more.
At least that's a good point. There are two goal-to-go situations, and they come away with a field goal and an interception. Three-step, and then quickly out to Goodwin.
Okay, Goodwin gets through about 7 yards on first down. So 2nd and 2. Okay, good penetration by the Browns defense to shut down Breida on that second down possession. All right, Road Dog, good to have you back, man. For the second half. So it's 3rd down and 6. Wow. Jimmy G throws a good pass to Chris Godwin for a first down. Goodwin, excuse me. They hand the ball off to Matt Breida. He gets about 4 or 5 yards. Yeah, Road Dog Bosa is pretty good. I've known that when he was come on, I used to watch him every Saturday at Ohio State. Well, almost every Saturday at Ohio State. And Garoppolo throws another pass to Marquise Goodwin for a first down. Rita once again for 12 yards and another first down. Okay, Tevin Coleman with a big catch and another first down.
He can run the football. They'll take control away. Right now, the 49ers are this drive.
And Jimmy Garoppolo throws a bomb to Kittle for 22 yards. Okay, flag is down after the PAT. What's that about?
Well over on the field. Defense.
Let's get the Browns with 12 men on the field. So the Niners come out aggressive and they drive down the field and score a touchdown to start the second half. Can't stand these corners. And the Niners have ballooned the lead to 28-3. And the Colonels, boy. I cannot stand those Colonels. That was a well put together drive by Jimmy Garoppolo. And that is definitely demoralizing.
Here in strictly John Barrett. Unusual. The Browns have 12 players on the field and in formation, which by rule is a shutdown prior to the snap. So we're going to retry here. After a 5-yard penalty enforcement, 15 to the 10, we'll retry.
Also, the kick is being retried. Wow.
Last year he had 20 plays of over 20 yards. They're spread that around and the running game going everything is working. The 49ers.
You know, it's interesting, Joe, because Cleveland won the toss and took the ball. Therefore, the 49ers got the ball to start the second half. So when the Browns wanted to get some momentum, they took the ball to start the game. The 49ers get that drive, they go down, and now the Browns are really behind the 8 ball. Usually teams, when they win the toss, they defer, of course. So they can get the ball after halftime, with adjustments and everything is made. Freddie made a choice, and it backfired on it.
You know, I made the comment there. I said, yeah, maybe trying to keep the momentum of what was happening in Baltimore. They had the offense rocking, but definitely not conforming.
It was different. He took a chance, and it backfired. He'll learn from it.
Freddie Kitchens, year number 1, voted to the head coach after being the interim OC. Was the running back coach a year ago right now.
Hey, the Browns get the ball to start the second half on offense. Okay, Hilliard gets it out to the 23-yard line. Okay, Baker slings it to OBJ for a first down. With 20 yards and a first down. Okay, got to get Chubb involved here on this possession. Okay, Nick Chubb gets 2 on the ground. Oh, too much.
They only have 15 guys on the team that have playoff experience. So they're teaching them how to do everything. So they're coaching the team. Super Bowl contenders right now, but they're still learning and growing.
Okay, Baker throws a pass to OBJ, but it's incomplete because he was out of bounds. If OBJ would have had it in bounds, he would have had a first down. So it's 3rd and 8, excuse me. And if Baker's pass is batted down. And that was by Fred Warner. Okay, the punt takes a Browns bounce at the about what the 3-yard line. On that possession, Baker held on. Well, Baker held on to the ball a little too long on that third and 8. I'm about to say 3rd and 6. Who's my favorite all-time Super Bowl team, Road Dog? Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I got so many. I got a few. Are you asking me to narrow it down to one, Road Dog? If you asking me to narrow it down to one, then I would have. Okay, you want just one? Okay, it would have to be the 2007 New York Giants. You know, I definitely like the way they played, especially in that season. You know, Eli was on fire. Plexico Burrs. Also, that defense. I really was a fan of that defense. Michael Strahan was my dude. Also, Corey Webster was kind of underrated on that team. I don't think he can just do for his contributions. He had a couple of big picks in that NFC Championship game against the Packers. For some reason, I felt that even though the Giants were a wild card that year, I had a feeling that they could definitely make a run at the Super Bowl and have a pretty good chance of winning it. And I was right. And also, what impressed me about them is they won every game in the playoffs that year on the road. They had no home field advantage. Road Dog, you said, yep, those Giants are good. Yes, they were. And I think they kind of get slept on a little bit by the end of, when it comes to all-time Super Bowl teams. So yeah, their run was so impressive because they won every game in the the NFC playoffs on the road with no home field advantage. They won in Tampa, they won in Dallas, then they went into a real frozen Green Bay and won. So that's pretty impressive. You could win all your games on the road with no home field advantage. And plus, I like Michael Strahan. I really wanted to see him finally get a ring before he, retired, and he did. He went out on top. Now he's one of the biggest paid media personalities in TV. He's all over TV now. So yeah, that's my favorite all-time Super Bowl team, and that Super Bowl was classic. You had guys that you never heard before making big, making their fame, like David Tyree. Nobody had heard from him all season long, and he steps up and makes one of the biggest catches in Super Bowl history that still plays. And that highlight still plays to this day you know, over 10 years later. That's always gonna be that's always gonna be, you know, one of the biggest highlights of that Super Bowl. And they're trying to see, did the 49ers receiver make the catch? Now the refs gotta have conclusive evidence to overturn the call, but I really can't tell. But Road Dog, why do you like the '85 Bears? Why do you say that they're your favorite Super Bowl team? Excuse me for a second.
Okay, Jack. USA Bank has you covered. Come in. No sweater, Sergeant. With no monthly service fees, you've been saving a little extra. That means more for.
All right. I'm back. Okay, Road Dog, you were a big fan of Walter Sweetness Payton, R.I.P. Excuse me, Jim McMahon and William the Refrigerator Perry. Okay, I get what you're saying. The Super Bowl Shuffle. And also, you can't forget about dudes like Mike Singletary. But, Road Dog, guess who was on that '85 Bears team that I didn't know? And now he's the head coach, and now he's the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, Richard Dent, he was Super Bowl MVP. But Road Dog, can you guess who was on that '85 Bears team that I didn't know about? And he's a head coach of, you know, one of these rivals in the NFC South. Can you guess who I'm talking about, Road Dog? I want to see your answer in the comment section. And George Kell fights for the first down. Road Dog, I want you to guess. He's the head coach of one of your of one of the Saints rivals. He's in the NFC South. I want you to guess, Road Dog. Or who you think I'm talking about. I want to see your answer in the chat. Wow, Coleman gets off a big run. Yep, Road Dog, you guessed it right. It's Ron Rivera. Yes, Ron Rivera was on that '85 Bears team. I don't know which position he played, and I did not know that until within the last couple of years that he was on that team. I did not know Ron Rivera was on that '85 Bears team. I think he was a backup. I'm drinking this this brisk, excuse me, watermelon iced tea and lemonade. I forgot I had this. McMichael What do you mean, road? What do you mean, road dog? It's sec. It's second and 4, and Joe Schobert stuffs Coleman. Put that down for a minute. Definitely hitting the spot. Oh, Steve Mongo McMichael. Okay. Wow. Cat George Kittle misses the breaks a tackle and gets another first down. Wow. Okay, Breida is stopped by Mac Wilson. Yeah, I agree with you, road dog, on this game. Wow, Jimmy G throws a screen to U-check for a first down. Bro, dog, I got another question for you. Where do you put your Saints on the list of all-time Super Bowl teams? Okay, Breida only gets 3 yards on first down.
You lean out a run game and you lean on defensive runs and you're going to be having some successful second
And Breida gets a big game for a first down for 19 yards. Okay, you say the Saints team was great. It was a great Super Bowl, but not the best. Maybe because it was right after Hurricane Katrina. Okay, I can see your point. I can see your point on that. Yep, definitely can see your point on that Saints Super Bowl team. Excuse me. Definitely can see your point. Also, also, excuse me, Road Dog. Which team that lost the Super Bowl you wish they could have won? You do all primetime games or only Browns games? Well, for now, I'm only doing Browns games. Well, most Browns games. I may not be doing every Browns game during the season because I may have other stuff to do. But for now, I'm doing Browns games. But I will be live streaming the AFC, NFC Championship games and the Super Bowl. I wish I could do all the playoff games, but I have a job, so that really cuts into my schedule. But for the wild card division offs, I'll still do the preview videos for those, but I won't be live streaming those games because that cuts into my work schedule because sometimes I work every other weekend. So, a wild card game might be beginning on a Saturday. I may be at work. I wish I could do all the primetime games, but you know, just the circumstances. That's why I ask, people to donate to my channel so y'all can help me keep this going. That way I can get more stuff to grub on. You know. So, if you want to donate, Road Dog, I'll be more than glad to put the Cash App cash tag in the chat or put my PayPal link in the chat if you want to donate. I'm not asking for much, Road Dog. Even if you could just give $5, I appreciate it. But if you can't do it right now, Road Dog, I understand that too. If you haven't subscribed to subscribe to my channel yet, subscribe now. Click on that bell icon. That way you don't miss any new videos or any upcoming live streams from me. I'll appreciate your support that way. Okay, you subscribe. All right, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, now they bring it on the field goal unit, and who's in? And one of the 49ers is injured. Wow. And Browns almost had a pick, but couldn't come down with it. So now they have to settle for a field goal.
If you can run the football like this, you're going to get premier throwing looks, and you got to be able to capitalize.
Okay, Robbie Gold again with the field goal attempt. Wow, the Browns blocked the field goal. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. How does a chip shot field goal get blocked? That's mind boggling. Wow. That's crazy. That is so crazy. And Baker throws. K'Wan Williams breaks up the pass. And Baker throws an incomplete pass to Damian Radley. Baker escapes, but he overthrows Ricky Seals Jones. I disagree with Booger McFarland on that take because if they throw it on fourth down and they don't get it, then the 49ers get good field position. That would, they would be at the 44-yard line if I have it right. Road Dog, you still there? Excuse me. Road Dog, you still there? Because I had meant to ask you this earlier. How long you been a Saints fan? Hey, Breida gets to the 15-yard line for about 4 or 5 yards. Excuse me. Second and 5. Yep, 2nd and 5 for the Niners. Okay, Coleman is taken down for a loss of 1. The end of the third quarter. Do you agree with Freddie Kitchens putting the ball away on that fourth down, or do you think he should have went for it? Okay. Okay, road dog, you say you would have went for it. Okay, I can see why you and Booger McFarland made that point. The Browns are down so big that they got to keep the possession, keep the drive going. I understand that, but you also have a scenario if they don't get it, then the 49ers get, some good field position. You gotta look at both. You gotta look at both angles. You know, if you already, yeah, but it's the fourth quarter. Okay, you entitled to your opinion. But say for purpose of conversation that you don't get or you don't convert that fourth down. Could you live with the results of that and letting the 49ers have good field position at say the 42-yard line? And the 49ers get a big first down. Okay, Freddie Kitchens throws out the challenge flag.
We, the refugees of America, have been called.
Okay.
We have rehydrated in.
It looks like the ball bobbed, but he regained possession. But you just never know. Okay, y'all gotta excuse me again. I gotta step away for 1 second.
NFLShop.com. Look at what we have next week. NFC North Lions and Packers. Only 3 days playing right now. What they did on the road at Dallas. That's Aaron Jones. He had a career high 182.
Yeah, offensively they were impressive, but the most impressive thing is what they did defensively. Darius Smith, freshman defensively, how they complement each other.
They stood moments ago as a leader. And share on the sideline. That's great, and it's broken for anything from get back to the line of scrimmage. I really agree with you with the defensive additions. They're just different.
Well, not only are they different, now the head coach, Pat LaFleur, he can call the game a little different. Perhaps he is aggressive. He and Aaron Rodgers can kind of gel and mesh together. I'm looking forward to getting to Lambeau Field and checking those guys out.
Hey, don't sleep on this Detroit team now. The way they played Kansas City, some fluky things happened there. There's a 100-yard fumble return, the lateral at the end, desperation score there by Kansas City. That Detroit team's playing some solid ball, well coached defensively.
They're one of the few teams that can play man-to-man across the board, led by Darius Slay.
And Garoppolo goes to the other side that time. Russ Welly up right now. London against the Raiders. Vikings, after all the criticism of where's the had a remedy against the Giants defense yesterday, as Kirk Cousins was able to hook up with Adam Thielen. Thielen had 130 yards and a couple of touchdowns in that game.
You know, but you get the feeling something's just not right between Diggs, Thielen, and Cousins. I think something's going to shake out up there.
Something's pretty much right with Dalvin Cook. We're down in 10. And that's there was too much pressure, not enough time to set up the screen. That was being quite at church again.
Amazing how the game has changed. This guy just check out hurt.
Yes.
Run game has slowed down a little bit. I get it. We're up 3, but it just looks a little different without number 44 in the game.
He makes life very easy. Landry back in the field. Witkowski on here. Ball's going to scatter. Inside the 20. And, you know, that was something we saw at the end of the first half. With Nick Bosa, it was kind of just torturing Baker Mayfield in that first half. But you remember what happened a few years back, right? September 9th of 2017, when Baker and Oklahoma went out and they upset number 2 Ohio State, and then the flag went. And if this was the first half today, Bosa had 4 quarterback hits, a sack, a tackle for loss, he said, oh, I remember what happened against September 9th, 2017. Now I want you know it.
Oh, it's amazing the memory of a football player. By the way, that should have been a sack at the end of the half. Baker had the ball with the down. It should have been a sack.
What's interesting, Baker brought up that play when we met with him yesterday. We asked him, what do you think of this 49ers? He said, I thought really close. He just threw that out there. Yeah, I know it. He was in his thinking a little bit, as well as with Bosa.
You know, as you watch the 49ers team, we're talking about their running game and all this, and they can run the football. But this defensive line, defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, defensive line coach Chris Kateri, pass rush specialist Coach Chris Kiffin. This front four gives them a chance against any team because they can rush 4, they can drop 7 and cover.
This is coming there.
Oh, sorry. I'm ready for the 72. 5-yard penalty. 10-second night.
Sorry about that. Had to step to the laboratory, aka the bath. And they just called a hold on Eric Cush. Second and 12. And Baker gets sacked. And Bosa gets his 4th sack tonight. As Greg Robertson gets beat. The ball came out, but the Browns recovered.
Amazing all new camera systems. Keeping iPhone 11 for $0. Trade in your iPhone 7 or newer in any condition.
Here we go again with the dang on commercials. Yeah, Bosa has been balling tonight with the 4 sacks. And Baker has been very indecisive with the ball. Yeah, I see people coming in here, like the live stream, leave your comments, or you can join me for the post game show. Well, call in on the post game with your thoughts. Also, if this is your first time here on the live stream, here on Talking and Grubbing, don't make it your last. Subscribe to the channel now. When you do, click on that bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me.
Reaction, all the discussion, train what we see here with Twitter and Brand. We're going to talk about what is next for the Redskins. What big thing they grew as we release this to these and ALDS reaction analysis that's forced out of SDT right after we finish up.
So here's the thing in Washington, what they need to do, they need to find a guy.
Okay, so that was a fumble recovery. And Jay Gruden got fired yesterday from the Redskins after 5 years with the team. And Road Dog, you said Booger don't know what he's talking about. So I take it, Road Dog, you're not a Booger McFarland fan. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people are not a fan of him. I really don't care for him either. Yeah, I ain't really a big Booger McFarland fan either. Okay, you was a fan when he played for LSU. But I mean, yeah, he was a good player, but for some reason his analysis, puts me to sleep. If I wasn't doing this live stream and just watching it, I think I'd be falling asleep right now. Booger McFarland has that one of those voices that kind of bore you. And I don't have no animosity towards him. He's knowledgeable, but it's just like his analysis on the game don't keep you interested or engaged. You know? But yeah, I see your point, but Road Dog, you said they need Tony Romo on Monday night. Yeah, ESPN should have got him after he retired. But CBS snagged him up right away after he retired. And there's a flag here on the play. They made a big mistake of not snatching up Tony Romo to be on Monday Night Football. Okay, they get the 49ers for holding. And Road Dog, I even take Phil Simms on Monday night over Booger McFarland. But I think Phil's more comfortable being in the studio at NFL Today because he doesn't have to do all that traveling anymore. That's just my opinion. The 49ers have to punt.
Number 13, Odell Beckham Jr. returning punch, just trying to make a play.
This one will take anything they can get. They're going to leave every second off of the clock.
Okay, the 49ers punted. Okay, OBJ with the catch. Wow, OBJ fumbles and 49ers. He should have just caught. He should have just caught it and just took a knee. Yeah, John Madden and Pat Summerall were some of the best. R.I.P. Pat Summerall. Too bad Madden, decided to retire. Too bad. It's definitely bad that John Madden decided to retire. But yeah, Pat Summerall was definitely good. That man was very knowledgeable about the game. Okay, just checking my phone for any messages. Yep, when it rains, it pours. OBJ fumbles a punt. He should have just did the fair catch and took a knee. Man, if Mayhem was tearing up my stuff, man, we had to be fighting. We would. Yep. So Rogue Dog. Do you play fantasy football? They call false start. Yeah, they call false start on the 49ers. Tune Bar 707. Pretty much so. Tune Bar 707. I can't do that because of copyright reasons. I would like to do that, but I can't. Because if I do that, the NFL will come in and they will definitely take my channel away. And I don't want that to happen because I want to keep doing the videos. I want to keep on bringing the live streams. So I can't do it. A lot of y'all don't understand. We cannot show the game footage on these live streams. Who you calling chicken? I'm not a chicken. Okay. I just want to keep my channel. That's all. I know a couple of you only who live stream no more than 10 seconds of a fight, and their channel got, shut down from live streaming for about 3 months. So I definitely can't do it. Especially you have to, and plus you have to get permission from the NFL in order to live stream these games. When you hear the NFL advertising, their brand on TV during the game, they say it. This broadcast is with the written permission of the NFL. So I would have to write the NFL. But now that we didn't got that established, how you doing? Thanks for correcting me, Road Dog. Express written consent. My mistake. Well, consent and permissions are basically synonyms. They're the same thing. Toolbar, as Roger Goodell did. I mean, if I do, I would want compensation from Roger Goodell for doing this. If I'm live streaming the games with their consent, I would want some money from Roger Goodell. But Toon Boy, I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. I apologize. But Toon Boy 707, thanks for coming and joining me. If this is your first time, welcome. Don't make it your last, though. Just subscribe to the channel and click on that bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams. Yes, Toon Boy, I am a Browns fan. Do not fit. And if you saying sorry because I'm a Browns fan, don't feel sorry for me, bro. That's if you're saying sorry. And Toon Boy, who's your team? Who are you a fan of? Okay, 49ers kicked the field goal to extend the lead to 31-3. So you're 707. You're a Redskins fan. Okay, so what's your take on Jay Gruden? The Redskins firing Jay Gruden. Do you think that was a right move? They pulled Baker Mayfield. Okay, you said, yeah, bro, he's trash. So which coach would you want the Redskins to go after in the offseason? Who's the interim head coach right now? replacing Jay Gruden. And Rogue Dog, there's no point in keeping Mayfield on the field, man. You don't want him to get more hurt than he already is.
Then most recently, we saw Gilbert in the Alliance of American Football. In yards, issues, saturating the court. And here he is now as Mayfield. As Jeff rushing yards, the touchdown to that was 88-yarder. And Baltimore, you come in here and you get behind early, and it really takes them off course what they want to do. Yeah, Freddie told us he wants to line up and win the football. Still up 16 carries, 80 yards. The stats don't look too bad, but the impact wasn't there tonight. There was not the impact how they control the game against Baltimore. Freddie Baker, the offensive line, they were go back and regroup.
So 707, you still here? Who would you want to hire? Road Dog said you said Rams and Seahawks gonna beat 49ers. We'll see, wait and see. So 707, what do you want? 707, are you still here? So Road Dog. Road Dog, I meant to ask you this other question earlier. Do you think your Saints can keep this up with Teddy Bridgewater until Drew Brees comes back?
Yards there.
You know, if I'm a defense player, the 49ers says, I'm going to bring 7, 8, 9 guys down if I have to. I'm going to put the ball game in Jimmy's hand. I'm going to make Jimmy Garoppolo beat me. Because what I've seen tonight.
Yes, we don't play any tough games, and Breeze has about 2 to 3 weeks till he comes back. Okay, that's pretty interesting. So the Browns here, they definitely going to have to regroup after this game, and there's a short time to do it on a short week because the Seahawks will coming into town next Sunday.
Like Tennessee, adjusting them somewhat under the quarterback situation. And you know what happened at the end of the Rams game, as all of the play calling that was questioned. Baltimore, it looks like, okay, they found themselves. And now this, it is a roller coaster ride.
I agree. It's definitely been a roller coaster ride so far. Two-minute warning. Yep. So they definitely gonna have to regroup from this game and see where it all and make a whole bunch of adjustments for Seattle. And no, and anybody who asks there's a QB controversy, I'm not pretty sure. I don't think there's a QB controversy because, I mean, why? I mean, it's a blowout. Why get Baker? Risk him more injury. That would be pretty asinine. But that's just my opinion. 49ers took the game from start to finish. Got to give their defense a whole bunch of credit as well as their offense. This light got me sweating. Yep, the 49ers, they are a pretty good team. They're great. They're very talented on both sides of the ball. I knew that coming in. Yep, it just wasn't the Browns' night on either end of the ball. The defense, they couldn't stop the run. They got some pressure on Garoppolo, but the run game just took over.
As they were trounced by the 49ers for Baker, his first career start without a passing touchdown. His lowest passing yardage total in his start is 105th. Within 100 yards, that's 66 yards. And the worst completion percentage throughout the career.
I don't think Baker just would want to file this game in the memory bank. I think the whole team would want to file this game in the memory bank.
Everything that you think will be successful for this team, but they got to go back to the drawing board and win.
I agree with Booger.
Are the FC's only remaining updated team 1984 when they were 6-0. This is the only team in the NFC, folks. We got the past and the AFC and the NFC.
Now that I didn't know. Okay, game just ended. It was a 31 3-3 final for the 49ers. They're 4-0. Browns dropped to 2-3 on the season. This game was dominated by 49ers from beginning to end, from start to finish. Baker had 4 turnovers. 3 interceptions, 1 fumble. Bosa had a hell of a night with 4 sacks. Excuse me. Richard Sherman had a pick. And that 83-yard touchdown was all downhill from there. And also, well, and when the Browns try to get in the rhythm offensively, especially on that second drive near the red zone, Baker had a nice throw for Antonio Callaway, but he bobbled it and threw it up. And, K'Wan Williams got the interception. Yeah, Road Dog. Yep, I'm going to be here next week live streaming for the Seahawks game. If you want, you can call me on the call-in show right now. I'll be on for about another 15 minutes to get your thoughts on the game. That's the call-in. Anybody wants to join and just give your post-game thoughts, feel free to do so right now. There's the number. But Kyle Shanahan had a hell of a game plan, and he executed greatly. Okay, if you're on your tablet, a Road Dog, that's okay. If you can't call in, I understand. Thank you very much, Road Dog. But yeah, the Browns definitely have to go back to the drawing board. And they also have to do some soul searching to find out who they are as a team. Suko, you found me. What's up, man? How you doing? Congrats on the win. Okay, so you root for the Browns next week against Seattle. Oh man. Well, Suko, man. Suko, if this is your first time, welcome. Don't make it your last, though. Subscribe to the channel. When you do, click on the bell icon. That way you won't miss any new videos or upcoming live streams from me. I will be live streaming next Sunday during the Browns-Seahawks game. So you want to come in, check me out on that, come up. You're more than welcome. But yeah, the 49ers, they executed one hell of a game plan. I knew that the front seven wasn't a joke, especially with Nick Bosa. Me being here in Ohio, I mean, I watched Nick Bosa and his brother Joey do that thing when they were at Ohio State. They were, and I knew that they could definitely make it far in the NFL, under the right circumstances than if they stayed healthy. But, they executed their game plan greatly. Hope the best for y'all for the rest of the season. This was unexpected as a Niners fan. Thanks a lot, Suko. I appreciate it. Thank you. But, Freddie, I know Browns fans are going to talk about a QB controversy. Please don't do that. If any Browns fan watches this live stream or the replay, please don't do that. Let's not go there. And Suko, good luck. Well, best Niners the rest of the way. I definitely don't want to get into that. But some people are. So, if anybody comes in here, y'all got any questions or takes on the game, y'all can, do it here in the chat, or you can call me right now and we can discuss it. The numbers right here in the chat is 216 282-4801. I'm more than happy to hear from you. Yep, Suko found talking and grubbing. Unbelievable. 49ers fan found me. No. Suko, man, don't tell your fellow Niners to come trolling me now. No, no, I'm just playing, Suko. I'm just playing. I needed a good laugh. I needed a good laugh. So, yep, it's back to the drawing board. What will happen? What will happen against the Seahawks? You know, the Browns were outmanned, outplayed, out physical, just about out everything you could think of in this game. You know, I mean, Nick Chubb, he had 87 yards, but they weren't impactful. And also, they did a good job of keeping from Myles Garrett being a factor, because if they knew if they constantly threw the ball that Myles Garrett was definitely going to have an impact on that game. So that was smart on their part to stick with the run game. So Myles Garrett did not become a factor in this game. You know, so definitely got to give all the credit in the world to the 49ers for doing their thing tonight. You know, they're 4-0. You know, they're starting to become the real deal. I still want to see a little bit more from them. You know, Suko, you still here? I'm not hating. I just want to see a little bit more from them. I want to see how they compete in the division against the Seattles, the LA Rams of the world. You know, I definitely want to see how they do against those two teams. You know, y'all can come and join me here with your takes on the game. You know, should Baker be replaced as QB? I don't know. I mean, that would be kind of unfair to him. He's only in his second year. That's just my opinion. You know, if y'all agree or disagree with me, hey, that's cool. But now if he was like a third, fourth, fifth year, then yeah, I would say give up on him. But I think that's jumping the gun to give up on a second year quarterback. But he also has to stop just staring down his receivers. He has to learn to look off more as look off defenders more. And also make more decisions, make quicker decisions with the ball. Don't be indecisive. You know, just typing in something here. And the defense, they definitely got gashed on the run in the running game tonight, especially by Matt Breida and Tevin Coleman. They got some big some big yards and those key touchdowns. Breida had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. You know, But you definitely got to give the Niners front seven credit for, pressuring Baker, dominating the line of scrimmage for most of the game. Also forcing them into some big turnovers. They really put their stamp on this game. Now, if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate via PayPal or Cash App. I'm about to leave the links here in this chat. If you want to, you can donate to help me keep this channel going so I can continue to create more quality content for y'all, as well as do more, do more live streams. Because I definitely enjoyed doing doing all this for y'all. Plus, I want to expand by, doing some things outside of here. I want to go on the road a little bit more. Take a trip to different arenas and stadiums across. Who knows? I might be in your stadium or arena at some point. So, Suko, if you still here in the chat, you never know. Come next year, I may come out there to Levi Stadium and check out a 49ers game. You just never know. But whatever, if you can donate, even if it's $1 or $5, I would greatly appreciate. Because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed doing this for all of y'all. So I put my Cash App, cash tag, and my PayPal link here in the chat. I'm only gonna be on here for about a good 5 more minutes. So if you want to leave your thoughts on the game, you can do it here in the chat, or you can contact me at 216-282-4801 and discuss the game. Doesn't matter if you're a Browns fan, Niners fan, or just an NFL fan. Come on, you can discuss this game with me. But the 49ers, I don't know where they're going to finish, come season's end, but they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the NFC. I don't know if they'll win the division or make it as a wild card, but they're going to give a lot of teams trouble, especially in the NFC and in the NFC West. But also Garoppolo has to improve as well. Because the teams that they face from here on out dare him to beat them. They're going to dare Jimmy G to beat them. They're going to find ways to try to shut down that run game. Teams with better defenses will definitely try to get him to beat him with his arm. So the 49ers coaching staff, they definitely got to be ready for that. As far as the Browns, Freddie Kitchens and his coaching staff, like I said, they got to go back to the drawing board, find out what all went wrong and to see how it can be corrected and, readjusted against the Seahawks here next Sunday as they return home. Because Seahawks, they're coming in at 4-1. Russell Wilson, he's doing his thing. Also, they got Jadeveon Clowney, anchoring that defense. So it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments the Browns make for, the Seahawks. But I got to get out of here. I got some things to do. So I might have to. So I gotta cut this short because I gotta do some things. I enjoy y'all. I enjoy y'all coming here on this live stream. You know, coming here chatting with me. I enjoy chatting with y'all on this game as well as football. So if you watching this live stream or you watching the replay, you know, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, click on that bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos or any upcoming live streams from me. I'm going to be live streaming here again next Sunday afternoon for the Browns Seahawks game. So I want y'all to come join me once again so we can, you know, chop it up some more and chat about the game as well as maybe the NFL as well. I can't wait to, you know, come back here and live stream for the game. It's going to be fun. You know, can the Seahawks keep rolling or will the Browns regroup at home and get a win and, you know, finish going to the bye week 500? We shall see. So until then, y'all have a good one. QC out. Y'all have a good evening. And for those that's out there, you know, on the West Coast and on the other side of the world, enjoy the rest of your day. QC out. And still, go Browns.